Welcome to another episode of Searching for McGuffin with your hosts, George. I forgot to go first.
Gabe.
And Link.
It's that time of the month.
That's right. I got my period.
Not what I was expecting. the escalation on this show, month to month.
I wish I could see time, you know?
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Like
I wish I could see.
If we had a timer, I wish I could see the timer, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's interesting every time you say that. I think that you are setting up the time travel episode.
We're just going back to
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that you keep going back to the time travel episode. It's a running
back in
bit.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is.
Okay. Oh, the joke
gonna
works
be
on
it's
two
gonna be
layers.
Tenet.
Oh, I love that.
we're going back.
Oh, why don't we do that when the cameras?
We do that, just not as many
Just with two fingers.
points of contact.
This is Tenet. This is okay. It's time for the monthly, and we got a little different something planned for this month. It's what I like to call the new and improved monthly. So we're gonna set this up, and we're gonna segment it, and we're gonna start with the glut of what our monthly episode usually is, and that's with this month's headlines.
Yeah.
This month's hairline.
I know. I kind of
It's
muttered
receding.
through that word. Yeah. So how were this month's hairlines?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember what happened in February. I don't think much happened.
Much didn't happen. There
It's
was like a big game or something.
Yeah, there was actually, you know that I didn't even know when the big game was. By the way, do you know about this? The big game, you're not allowed to call it the Super Bowl technically
Why?
because they have the Super Bowl trademarked, and you can't have like a Super Bowl party legally and say like, "Oh, come to our bar for the Super Bowl party." You have to refer to it as the big game. I mean, obviously people do it and they get away with it because it's just like any copyright thing.
Wait, are we gonna get sued by Roger Goodell for saying that?
No, we can talk about the Super Bowl, but we can't technically, I guess, have a Super Bowl episode. We have to have an episode on the big game or some other euphemism because technically only they can use the term Super Bowl. We can't imply to be affiliated with the Super Bowl, and usage of the term Super Bowl in itself is an implication.
The more you know.
Yeah.
So
So
real.
So now you guys know you're not gonna get sued by the NFL. You're welcome. Not only are we therapy, but we're legal advice.
We are not legal advice. We are not allowed to say that at all, for the record.
For the big game.
So I didn't even know when the big game was, and I was like making plans for that day. Actually, I think I had a wedding. I had a wedding that day.
That was the
Yeah, and after a long,
I wish I would have gotten invited to that wedding.
I think you were invited to that wedding.
No, I didn't go.
Really?
No?
Why not?
That must have made it awkward for the bride and the groom.
I didn't go. I said I don't want to go. I object.
Which
Wait,
one
no,
was?
That's not true. I
wait,
saw pictures.
Wait, questions.
You lied.
Were you not invited, or did you not want to go and you object? Because those are two very different stories that you.
Both. I didn't get invited, so I objected to not going.
Wait,
You objected
Didn't
to
he
not
go?
going, so you did go.
he
Oh,
did go.
I unobjected
Of course,
to
he
go.
went.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I officiated a wedding. Maybe February was a good month.
Wait, you officiate?
Yeah, that's why it would have been awkward for the bride and the groom because
your
he
boy,
did the.
your
That would've
boy
been very
officiated a wedding. Here you go.
Congrats, bro.
Link. I am a doctor of love. I unite people.
And yet, still, the world's most eligible
Well,
bachelor
bachelor,
2
there you
years in
go.
a row,
Because I put other people's needs ahead of mine.
which would make you a great partner.
Exactly.
But-
There you go, ladies.
But instead, you're an eligible bachelor. Okay, so the Super Bowl was on February 12th.
Yes, sir.
We had a sports episode that dropped.
That next day, right?
Yeah, the next day, if I'm not mistaken.
February 13th.
So we
yes.
pretended to have known who won.
And we did.
Oh, we did?
predicted it,
Link
right?
did.
Oh,
Oh, you went the other way?
I said Eagles.
I said the Seahawks.
Okay.
I mean, I
You
said the Chiefs.
He
Link
lied.
knew. He knew the Seattle Seahawks would win the game they weren't in. Right? They weren't in it, right?
No, yeah, it was the Eagles and the Chiefs won.
Were
Kansas
you
City
gonna say
Chiefs.
Heat?
Now I was gonna say Heat.
You know
So
what my-
used to us winning that I
Oh, yeah.
Back
Yeah,
in time.
My favorite, gotcha, because I'm kind of a jerk. The kids like the next day were like, "Yeah, Kansas City, we won," and I go, "Quick, what state is Kansas City in?"
And they were like, Kansas.
Yep,
And you're
You're like-
idiots.
Fools.
exactly. Yeah, such big fans. So, what are you gonna do?
Who teaches them like geography and?
They dropped geography from the state curriculum years ago. There is no geography class. Technically, you learn it in like middle school history.
Oh, so that's why no one knows where Kansas City is.
That is correct.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I had to book a flight to Kansas City
So that's how
for
you
a
know.
wedding, and I was like, Missouri,
Who gets married in Kansas City?
Missouri,
Who gets married in Missouri?
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, so now you know. Because did you have a geography class growing up?
I took one in middle school.
Yeah.
I played an app that taught me everything I know.
Well, that
Mm.
like most people's education nowadays. So
YouTube.
yeah. Well, actually, Link was going on and on about how before we hit record, you want there to be a high school class on what now?
What?
Do you remember this before we went on air? Reducing, reusing.
Oh, yes. I think that there should be a course on teaching people about recycling and the proper way of recycling and what is recyclable. Because many times people don't know what to recycle. They think plastic is recyclable, but actually it's not.
Isn't it like if you throw it with the caps on it, they won't do it? They'll just throw it in
That's
the
what they
trash?
say, but they don't really recycle plastic.
What do they recycle? Aluminum?
Aluminum, glass,
Throw all my baseball bats in there.
and what else? What else? Paper. That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I usually mostly recycle paper, cardboard. I once had a peer, a coworker, tell me that cardboard was not recyclable.
It is.
Of course it is. It's like the most recyclable.
Yeah. Like all those Amazon
What-
boxes are
what do you-
recyclable.
You think IKEA makes their stuff out of?
Well, they told me that, I threw away some pizza boxes, and they
Oh,
told
that's
me
not recyclable.
that they weren't recyclable. And I was like,
Yes, that's not recyclable because of the grease of the pizza.
that's correct.
And the
Stuff with
cheese.
pizza on
Yeah. What? What did you say, Gabe?
What'd you say?
it. Nothing.
Did you say that there was still pizza in it?
No.
Oh, okay, because that's what it sounded like.
No.
Okay,
Would throw away pizza.
that's a good point.
Little Caesars does it all the time.
Whoa.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's what fed me through college.
The garbage, the little Caesar pizza. from
Yeah,
the
I had a friend who would go to the dumpster because they'd put like all like a stack of like cardboard.
I don't
like,
think
of
the
the
audience
pizza-
can see your hands
of
under
the pizza
table.
boxes. It'd
There
be
you
like
go.
a stack of like of the 5 hot and ready pizza boxes,
Uh-huh.
and no one would eat them by the time closing. So then
Yeah,
they put them in a nut. They put all the boxes inside of another box, close the box, and then throw it in the garbage can. So my friend would go, basically
dumpster
dive,
Yeah.
get this box out or 2 boxes, and take it to the boys' dorm, and
Someone would sell it.
sell the pizza.
Wow. How much would he sell? Garbage.
like $1 a slice.
A
something
dollar.
like
A dollar slice is still a markup. That's like $8 for $5 pizza that was in the trash.
that. He made money
Hey man, that's capitalism right
to
there.
the point where like there was a guy who would normally go.
Yeah, Pizza Dave went
Pizza
out of
Dave.
business.
And this
Shout
guy
out
would,
Pizza Dave.
This
We
guy
love
was
you,
like,
Pizza Dave.
do we love Pizza Dave?
I mean,
Pizza Dave was like a sketchy character, man.
he was sketchy, but you just had to outsmart Pizza Dave.
You can love sketchy people,
See,
I mean, he brought pizza, but also like
I think he would do the same thing.
but
to
also
others.
allegations of assault.
he
Oh,
just looked like
Because that's the kind of sketchy you
That's
probably
I don't
kind of
know.
weird. However, if
He
you
was kinda
waited
weird.
until late at night if you waited until late at night and he still had pizza, he would sell it for half price.
Oh yeah, you'd have to
Really?
like haggle with him.
Yeah.
Well, you got to respect the guy that looks like he does meth, but instead of being called Meth Dave, he's called Pizza
Pizza
Dave.
Dave, yeah.
He was able to pivot the gimmick.
Yeah, it's a rebranding, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
A whole marketing team behind that.
And maybe he's just Meth Dave now.
Oh, I hope not. I hope he did well.
I hope he's in recovery, Dave.
I hope he did well. I hope he did well during the pandemic.
That's true.
Oh, the probability of that.
Pizza
doesn't
Dave,
seem
wherever
so
you
good.
are.
The probability. Speaking
miss
of
you.
probabilities, what's the probability we get back on track?
Oh, the probability was I was going to transition by telling our listeners and viewers that now they have great ideas for how to fund their next big game party.
Yes, pizza.
Don't do that.
Dumpster
Little
pizza.
Caesars.
Dumpster pizza.
And late at night, right after, is it right after closing? They throw it right
Yeah.
away. Yeah, just pick it up and
Hey,
then the
we
next
have a
one.
Little Caesar around our corner. We
We-
should check it out the other day.
We should actually. I think that's a thing.
Where
So-
are the dumpsters?
Oh, their dumpsters are actually hiding. That's a good point.
All right. So at the big game, we got a trailer that dropped.
We got a few trailers. 2 trailers. 3.
Okay. You know, I used to get super hyped about trailers, and now since they just go online immediately, I just don't even worry about watching them live. But you guys were messaging me, you know, what were the 2 trailers that dropped here?
3.
Oh, it multiplied.
I think the first one was a Flash trailer.
Yeah.
And I believe Gabriel and I went from at least me went from I'm not gonna watch this to I'm in.
You were on record as saying that you weren't gonna watch it, and then moments later when we told you about
once I saw the trailer.
No. Before that, you were like, I'm gonna watch parts of it. We told you that Michael Keaton was in it, so you're like, I'm gonna watch some of the movie.
There you go. And then I saw the trailer, and I'm like, oh, now I'm watching the whole movie because it seems like he's throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, it does seem like he's throughout the whole movie. There was a lot of speculation about that trailer. I watched it on an iPhone, so it was super small. So when I saw Batflick on that motorcycle, I was like, is that supposed to be the Dark Knight?
Wait, it was Batflick?
I'm pretty sure it was Batflick, yeah.
It can't be Keaton and it has to be Batflick. But what if they do the Marvel thing?
Nah.
And it's Christian Bale.
Nah,
they couldn't hold. They can't hold it. They can't hold that in.
Yeah.
They have to tell everyone because they know no one's gonna watch.
It would be Pattinson before it's Bale. I think
so.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I heard.
But it looks just like Bale's universe.
What would they do? What could they possibly do except, I guess a dump truck full of money to get Christian Bale on board with that project?
I think have Christopher Nolan direct it.
That scene.
There's just one
his scenes. His scenes, yeah.
I guess that's fair. I guess that's a possibility.
Maybe Taika. I don't know.
Well, just because of Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Nah. I can't. I can't get
A
my hopes
buttload of
up
money.
high.
Okay, but yes, agree or disagree? They'll get Edward from Breaking Down.
Patton?
Pattinson. Before they get Christian Bale,
it's easier to get him, I believe.
right? Because it's like, we won't. You can't do the next movie unless you do our movie, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's evil, but okay.
I mean, they're Warner Brothers, Discovery.
But that's tough. That's tough.
What's tough?
It's just if you put any of those 2 Batman in, it's like, no, I don't want it.
I don't. I kind of want to leave the Dark Knight trilogy immaculate, like in its own.
You don't want to sully its name,
Yeah.
its reputation.
Yeah. Because even if this movie's good, which supposedly it's gonna be good, how good can it really be?
I'm hoping for a B. Just give me a B.
B minus.
Fine.
Okay.
Expectations are low. Actually, you know what? That's pretty high.
That's
now that I think about
that's
it.
a
Yeah,
pretty high
it's,
Man.
I'm not gonna give into that.
Are they gonna keep him, by the way?
Who?
Keep them? They, them?
They, them. I'm not sure if you mean plural 2 Batman or.
No, are they keeping Ezra Miller?
As of right now, they're keeping
I seem
Ezra
to be
Miller.
moving
As
away.
of right now, they're not. Why are you moving?
I don't know.
As of right now, they're not keeping Michael Keaton. So I feel like we know too much about this movie before the movies come
you know
out.
what?
Like we know Keaton's not in the end because he won't be moving forward.
It's a shame because you can just set up a Batman Beyond movie with Keaton.
That was originally the direction they were going in, but James Gunn taking over kind of.
Why would James Gunn go against that?
No, because it's a clean slate.
Nah, James Gunn has to make his.
But you can still do that. You can still have a Michael Keaton universe where it's Batman Beyond.
Man, honestly, if they have a plan, fine.
I
plan.
trust James Gunn.
Have a plan.
Well, as a little side note, have you guys heard word about Aquaman 2?
Isn't he
No.
out?
What?
Isn't he out?
Yeah.
I heard he quit, right?
The rumor is that he's on his way out, and one of the
Is
speculations
that he's quit?
Yeah, but why did he quit? Do you know?
Oh, that I don't know.
Because Amber Heard.
And I heard the movie's so bad.
Oh, yes, that's what I heard. It's so bad that he quit.
I could have told you that. The movie's gonna.
Yeah, we heard a lot of negative stuff ahead of time, and then the word is that he's leaving, and that's tied to the reaction to the film.
Bro, scrap the movie.
It's too much money, man.
Scrap the other one. Scrap Batgirl.
There's not too much money there.
Yeah.
Batwoman,
They were
whatever
able
it
to
was.
save money that way. by
You
scrapping
can't. It's not a tax write-off.
It is not a tax write-off. It was a specific deadline for a specific project and a specific budget.
Mm.
Yeah. So.
We also got a Guardians trailer.
Ooh, that was nice.
That was nice.
We
Looked
kind of
good.
hinted at it
Yeah.
last week in the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania episode.
We didn't get something related to the Guardians in the Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
Yeah, an Ant-Man movie.
No, we got Kang, and more Kang.
Yeah, but not even in
Lots
the
of
not
Kangs.
yeah, true. I thought maybe they would
King-ageddon.
maybe in this end credit scenes they would set up something.
No, but what they did was a whole movie about Kang, an end credit scene that set up Kangs, and then a post credit scene
that set up
that
Kang.
had another Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Kangaskhan. Khan.
The funny thing is, I didn't realize you were channeling a Pokemon, and I just thought you were like big fan of the
Wait, what if Kang
Tyrant
does
Marauder.
Yeah, what if Kang does his own version of Kangaskhan? That'd be interesting.
Kangaskhan, the Pokemon,
The Pokemon and the Marauder.
Yeah, right. There's enough to go around.
Oh my goodness! Someone turned that into a sticker.
Okay, I think that's your job.
No, I'm not creative enough to do
Yes,
that.
you are.
Yeah.
You made our stickers.
Yeah.
No, that was Danny, producer Dan, that made the stickers. I just got his files and uploaded them on the website.
Creativity right there.
All right. So use some
That's what I call capitalism.
AI art to create the sticker, and then just upload the file.
The AI is crazy, man.
Yeah.
And we also had one more trailer
What was
that
the
I
intro?
remember. Indiana Jones.
Oh, Dial of Destiny. It wasn't the same one. It was a new one.
I don't know. That was the first Indiana Jones trailer I've seen.
Yeah, we had seen it before, but it's the same one, right?
Is it gonna be good?
I have high hopes.
How
Is
does
that
Harrison-
weird?
High hopes.
I do have high hopes.
How does Harrison Ford run? How does
He doesn't. It's going to be a hobbling movie. Yeah. I have high hopes
kid.
because number one,
Hey,
no
kid.
Lucas. Lucas didn't write it. Number two, no Spielberg. He didn't direct it. Love Spielberg to death.
Who's it,
but,
Mangled?
Oh yeah, this man.
Yeah, James Mangold. Oh,
Oh.
number three,
Is
James
he gonna
Mangold.
die? Is he gonna die at the end?
Who, James Mangold?
No. Indiana Jones.
It's his magnum opus.
Harrison
I
Ford.
have done all I need to in film. Then he just,
Is he gonna die? Yeah.
he
dissolves.
becomes one with the Force.
dissolves.
Mangold killed Wolverine. Maybe he'll also kill
Yeah,
He
look
didn't
how-
kill Johnny
Indiana-
Cash. Johnny
look how
Cash
that's
lived at the end of the movie, and he was already dead when the movie.
what? Johnny Cash dies.
No, in the movie he doesn't die.
What movie?
Walk the line.
Walk the line.
That's him.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
he's good. I love Mangold
I've never seen it, but I thought he would die because he's died.
because he died already in
Yeah,
real
I
life.
Never saw
Yeah.
Walk the Line?
Nah.
It's excellent film.
I like
Walk the-
running.
One of my favorite. Well, you should watch Walk the Line because that's what Indiana Jones is only going to walk in this movie. No running.
No running.
Yeah,
He's gonna wobble the line.
sure.
Good one. Hobble the line.
Hobble the line.
Hobble the line. Mangold also did the Wolverine, right? Before Logan.
Logan?
Yeah.
He did Wolverine?
Yeah, he did the Wolverine before Logan.
I like that movie.
I liked it too, especially the uncut version, which is just a little better, but still better.
I don't even remember that movie.
The uncut version.
Why are you laughing at the uncut version?
Thinking of it in the biblical sense.
Okay. The uncut version has
It's not circumcised.
you just gotta spell it out for the audience. The uncut version has like more blood. Like basically all the samurai stuff in the final act, it's basically Kill Bill style. There's a scene
Oh.
where
He wears yellow and black.
what's her name? Is it Yuriko? The his partner,
Yeah, something like that.
right? She like gets into one of those like ice things, those machines, like those plows that crush ice,
Mm-hmm.
and she just like runs over ninjas and like it.
Oh, I
blood's
do.
flying.
I saw that
the
one.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Renner thing.
Yeah. That's not. Our thoughts
I
and
appreciate-
prayers go out to Jeremy Renner.
Link's candor.
Okay. A big thing that happened was that all the trailers for the Super
Yeah, I
Bowl.
think
That's all I remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Also disappointed in the Super Bowl. No Paul Rudd commercials. What is this? 2018?
What?
I don't know.
There wasn't a.
They had an Amex trailer, didn't they?
Yeah, but
Paul Rudd
Paul
was
Rudd's
in the
in it.
Super Bowl.
in the Super
And
Bowl.
I feel like there was another.
Nah,
Yeah.
Paul Rudd was in the ads.
But he
Something.
wasn't-
He did something.
I feel like it, right?
No, I didn't see him. I
He
would
did
have
Paul
known.
something.
Rudd
You
is.
probably were in the bathroom.
Nope, I didn't pee at all.
that
whole
like
day.
the entire
That
what?
whole day.
That's not healthy.
It's not.
Okay, but that's how much you wanted to see a Paul Rudd
Yeah.
commercial.
I didn't know when it was gonna appear.
Okay. Nintendo and Xbox finalized a 10-year deal earlier this month to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo consoles. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
Not gonna play him.
Fair enough. Link? I mean, you are
not
Link.
gonna play him.
Link's still not gonna play him. Gabe?
Gabriel's doing some research.
I'm not gonna play it on Nintendo.
Okay. You know how this came about though? You guys, I think we talked about
That
this.
it hasn't been on.
Well, basically, you know that Activision and
Was bought by Microsoft.
Microsoft's right there in the midst of an acquisition, right? And they have to, be okayed by all the legislative bodies, right, in each region. So Sony kind of poo-pooed and they put a complaint, especially in the EU, that Microsoft taking over Call of Duty would be too detrimental to the video game market as a whole because it would be such a large portion of that's not distracting at all.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Just know that we were right and he was wrong.
Okay. About Paul Rudd in the commercial?
That's
Mhm.
right.
Okay, you can just say it.
No,
What?
Paul Rudd was in a
Before we move to-
Heineken ad.
That's
That
what
was
I thought. I
Ant-Man.
remember. Yes. And it was it's a
That's
fake
right.
Heineken ad. It's non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
And then someone asked me, "Is like, why would you want to drink non-alcoholic beer?" And I was like, I don't know.
Well, I think the answer is
People like
you
that.
used to drink beer and you want to keep drinking beer while giving
Yeah.
up alcohol.
Yeah, like John Moxley.
And also sometimes it's just cool. Like you think you're cool or whatever. Yeah, that's reasons. I wouldn't either. It's like they still have like a lot of calories, I think. Yeah, cause anyways,
Sony poo-pooed. Or
yeah,
something.
they said that like if Activision took over Call of Duty, it'd have too much market share, right?
Mhm.
So Microsoft was basically like, "Oh, we're not gonna get rid of Call of Duty on PlayStation," which is obvious. Like, pretty much everybody knew that, and in industry insiders, because there's just too much money to make on PlayStation.
Mhm.
Like, they didn't take Minecraft off of PlayStation just because when they bought Mojang. But we can put it in writing if you want. And PlayStation's like, no, we don't want that. So then they extended that offer to
Nintendo.
to Steam first. They're like, hey, our games, when we finish the acquisition with Activision, we're not going to take it off of Steam. You guys can have it. Gabe Newell was like, don't worry, we've been great partners with both Microsoft and Activision. You don't need to put that in writing. It's fine. Like, we believe you, we trust you. And then they offered PlayStation the 10-year guarantee, but then they extended it to Steam and to Nintendo as well. So they'll be bringing it. Nintendo hasn't had Call of Duty for over a decade now.
Good for them. Good for Nintendo.
Yeah, so now Microsoft has extended Call of Duty to every platform known to man.
How does Sony feel about this?
Yeah, they're very upset about it because they wanted their exclusivity, and now
I have a PS5, but I hate you, Sony.
that's fair. I'm still trying to figure out whether I need to get a PS5 one day. I'm thinking the next price drop, probably.
I think you've gone long enough without it.
So you think I do need one?
No.
Oh,
If
okay.
you didn't get it when you were gonna get it, then
Here's
if
what.
it's cheap and it makes sense, sure. But
Yeah, if it's cheap and it makes sense, and I'm through with my backlog because
that's not never gonna happen.
yeah, well, no, because I've got my backlog, and then I've got my primary backlog, like my top 10 or 20 games that I want to get through, and most of them are short. But anyways, Link, why don't you have a PlayStation 5?
Because expenses this year have been pretty up there.
So I'm hearing coward again.
coward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, if you want me to buy,
Why don't you ever put your money where your mouth is?
If you want me to buy a PlayStation 5, then please subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button on follow button on Instagram and TikTok and
Anything else?
Spotify
Uh-huh.
and Apple Podcasts.
They need to do it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, both.
Sure.
Look, and listen to this.
Just go ahead
Hit
and
the
set
like
those
button as well.
automatic downloads.
Exactly. And you know what? That'll give us money, and I'll be able to buy a PlayStation 5.
And if you do that, message us on Instagram, and we'll send you a sticker.
Yes.
Nice.
For your PlayStation 5.
What if they only have Xbox
For your Xbox
and Nintendo Switch?
and Nintendo Switch.
Steam machine?
I'm literally looking. I'm thinking about everything that I have in my room that's set up. I have of games and how I don't play it, and it's just like crazy.
But do you believe that one day you will play it?
Yeah.
You don't think once you're done and like you have a day job and you can go home and maybe an hour here and there, I have that hope because my grind has been pretty heavy this year and I want to dedicate more time.
I do hope so.
But it's on the list of priorities, but it's a low priority. So
Mm.
There's so many other things going on, like having to catch up with movies and TV and
Mm.
well, what's a good TV show that I've been watching this month?
What's it?
You're asking us what's a good
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
show for you?
Hey guys, what's a good TV show I've been watching this month?
I'm gonna let you get this one.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think one.
the
I'm trying to
like
think one
the
for him.
signals to the team that you have the response.
For you, yeah. A good TV show that you've been watching this month is
He ran out of transitional words.
I can't think of
Has been.
will be shall. Trying to think of a bad TV show and I can't think of
You
one.
can't think of any bad
TV's
TV
too
shows. That's
good, man.
amazing.
Yeah.
TV is too good.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Anyways, I believe you're talking about Poker Face.
Oh, am I? Okay, yeah. I have been watching Poker Face. We're 8 weeks in by the time this episode, and I've watched all 8 episodes. What about you, Gabe? You had a chance to check this
Yeah,
shit?
I caught up this weekend to the last one, and then I was like, I thought I was gonna binge the whole show, but it's not done yet.
Yeah.
And then I found that they come out on Thursdays, and I was like, all right. Thursday came around, and I watched episode 8. The show is so good.
I agree.
The show is like, what do you call it? What do you call it? Anthology? It's not really an anthology because there's still a recurring.
Yeah, there's still a but
main quest.
Like yeah, I think it is. It is an anthology. It's you know what it is. It is Case of the Week, but the way it's structured, that it begins as an anthology episode and then weaves into the Case of the
I
Week.
do like that.
I don't want to say anything else like to give away what that means, but like it's almost like they make a completely different movie every week,
And it feels like a movie.
Yeah.
Every episode.
and different styles and everything too.
Different? Are they playing poker?
The first one?
Yeah, we haven't talked about the premise, right?
No.
So it stars Natasha Lyonne, right? I don't know if you want to share more.
I had never heard of her.
Oh.
I mentioned it to people, and they're like, "Oh, from Orange Is the New Black and Russian Doll."
Oh yeah,
Russian Doll.
I've seen Russian Doll. I haven't seen Orange Is the New Black.
I haven't seen any of those, so they were telling me they're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Oh, you have a history. Watch the show."
Yeah, I was actually upset that we never got a season 2 of Russian Doll, and then I went on Netflix, and there it was. It had just happened last year without telling me anything.
Is it good?
How dare
Russian
they?
Doll season 1 was very good. Yeah, I
Season
liked
2?
it.
Haven't seen
I
it.
haven't seen it, so when I'm done with Poker Face, I'll go to Russian Doll.
Gotcha.
Mm.
What were you saying? Nothing. Cool.
Okay, so it's a comedy, so that should tickle your pickle. Right?
It doesn't.
Okay, well, Natasha Lyonne is great, and it is a murder mystery series.
Oh, you got me there.
All right, so that beats your meat. And what should float your boat is that it's written and directed primarily. The show's created by Rian Johnson of Knives Out, Glass Onion, Looper,
Ooh.
Last Jedi fame.
Ooh.
And Natasha Lyonne actually wrote the past week's episode 8,
Oh,
which
never
was one
mind.
of the high points
No, I'm not. I lost my chubby.
of the series. Okay. Like those ice cream bars?
Yeah.
Okay. So excellent series. We're waiting for the finale. Oh, it's star-studded. When I say it's a new movie every week, it's because it has like an A-list
It's
cast.
just like an ensemble every
Ooh.
week.
Yeah.
Has JGL been in it already?
Not yet.
No, I
Oh.
think
Not
he's-
yet. There's 2
towards-
episodes left,
yeah.
and we know he's gonna be in it.
Oh.
So, but we've had Nick Nolte.
Yeah, like the first episode comes on and it's like, "Oh, Benjamin Bratt's sick," and then like Adrian Brody opens the door and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yep. They're not playing
I'll
around.
just spoil this for everyone
It's literally in the trailer.
You don't care, Link.
because I don't watch trailers, so it's spoiling.
Okay. Actually, if you go to Peacock, it's the first image you're gonna see when you click on the show. Like it has those autoplay videos.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Link's gonna watch this and he's just gonna forget what we said anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna watch it during
The pandemic.
next month.
The next pandemic.
I'll watch it next month.
It's in my pandemic watch list 2024.
Yeah.
Okay, so highly recommend it. We kind of just
I gotta check it out.
yeah, we
Sounds
kind of just
good.
dropped the name when we were doing our like preview show for the year, and we didn't know anything about it. We're like, oh, Rian Johnson detective story, excellent. I think it's as good as Glass Onion.
Yeah. Dang.
Sometimes even better. Some episodes are better than Glass Onion.
Dang. Talking about dropping names, we want to drop one name.
Mhm.
Mario Max with 3 X's, right?
Yeah, we just took over his stream
We took over his stream
moments ago.
moments ago, and if you want to say thank you, shout out to you. Although you don't need our shout out because you're rich and famous.
That kid's a superstar.
That kid
Yeah.
is a superstar.
His name has 2 X's, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's
Two
not 3?
X's?
No, it's not 3.
It's not
2.
naughty. It's not a naughty Mario.
I mean,
Max.
it can still be naughty, but
But
yeah, 2 X's.
check out his stream, Mario Max, 2 X's.
There you go. Okay. So Poker Face episodes 1 through 8.
I'm gonna
are
watch it.
out.
I'm excited. I'm gonna wait a few weeks. I'm gonna wait for it to finish. and
Yeah,
then
in
I'll
2
watch it.
weeks, 9 and 10 will be out.
Yeah,
And
perfect.
And they've already got picked up for season 2.
great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I don't like that because that means Rian Johnson's gonna be busy. And I want him to make me that Star Wars trilogy that I was
gonna happen.
promised.
You're
Yeah,
never gonna get
that's not
that.
gonna happen. So
Did you get certain like? We'll talk about.
no,
it
no,
next
go
time.
go.
I was saying this last episode. There were certain like real life comparisons that I was getting.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
absolutely. Stay tuned.
Which
We
I
will
was
talk
like,
about it.
this is interesting.
Yeah, we will talk about it after. Hogwarts Legacy came out. We talked a little bit about this game
Yes.
previewing in it. What have you guys heard?
It's
I
great.
just see TikToks
It looks great.
of Slytherin being cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I just see TikToks of like,
Does that make you a Slytherin if your algorithm is Slytherin?
no, because the only people making videos are just either it's everybody but Gryffindor. They're basically treating Gryffindor like nerds.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
So you're not Gryffindor for sure.
They're the ones that are getting left out of the parties.
So
Like
if
they're
you're-
saying, like,
Interesting.
the TikToks are the ones like there's like music like really loud bumping and it's like simulating a party and then there's like when the Slytherin gets together or whatever and then they
Uh-huh.
invite other houses except for Gryffindor. So I just go through that and it's like a trend. It's funny.
What house are you guys? Do you know?
I'm a Ravenclaw.
I
I
think-
don't know what that means.
I think I'm the ones
that
that gets
fits.
left out of parties. I think I'm Gryffindor.
You're Gryffindor. You know, I can see you as Gryffindor.
You
though.
get left out of parties?
Yeah, because they're too busy
According
saving the
according
world.
to Gryffindor.
Yeah, they're too busy saving the
No,
world.
Gabriel.
No, he doesn't get. No.
Oh,
Well,
what did you say? You don't or you do?
I was saying that according
'cause he's
to
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor, I would get left out of parties. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
not in
the
real
trend.
So
life.
you're not a Gryffindor.
I am.
he is a Gryffindor.
Okay, I'm so confused.
Okay, that doesn't mean in real life he actually gets left out of parties, but he's part of Gryffindor, which traditionally gets left out of
Why
parties.
would you want to leave Gabriel out of a party? It's Gabriel. He is the life of the party.
Because he's a Gryffindor.
How dare they?
Yeah, yeah. I'm a Slytherin, so I'm excited.
Really?
Yeah, I got the game. I didn't mean to. I got it like super deep discount, like 50% off.
Oh.
And I don't know, part of me was like, a friend of mine's really wants to play it, and they have to wait several months because they're still on last gen. Did you know about the staggered release?
No.
Yeah, it turns out that she was so excited because she's been waiting for months for this. And I think I talked about it on the episode when we previewed Hogwarts. Like, this is what her life has been like waiting for. And then it turns out that day it did not come out for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It was only for Series XS and
If she
PS5.
pays for
PS5.
it, she pays for it. She can use my PS5.
I'm sorry?
She pays for it. She can use my PS5.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll
Really
talk
not using it.
We'll talk off the air. So I got it cheap just to kind of show it off, and I regretted it immediately because I was like, I didn't need this game, but I felt like I was sticking it to the man for their $70 and $80 price point.
I'm gonna get it when I get my PS5,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Which is
which is I don't know when I get paid.
Oh, so you are gonna get it soon?
Yeah.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Remember for the March monthly. All right, we're gonna see if
Yes,
Link has a
sir.
PS5.
I won't be here for that, but yes.
Okay.
I mean, from what I've heard, the people that have played it and the people that told me about it, they really enjoy it. They really like it.
yeah, I've heard really positive.
I've never
things.
even finished Harry Potter.
What?
Yeah,
like the movies.
the movies.
What do you?
Where have you been?
Where have I been?
Where did you? What's the last thing you saw?
You're waiting for them all to finish.
Phoenix.
He's gonna binge watch them.
Phoenix, something
You
Phoenix.
never got past Order of the Phoenix?
They killed Sirius Black.
Yeah. Oh,
And
spoilers! Anyone
I'm
hasn't
like-
seen Order of the Phoenix.
And I'm like, what's the point of continuing if they killed my favorite character?
He.
So I protested, and you know what? That protest has worked because now people protest J.K. Rowling's.
For different reasons completely.
But hey, I was
It
ahead
all
of the time,
started-
baby.
it
I
all
was ahead of the
started-
time.
it all
I'm a
started.
trend starter.
Trendsetter.
Yeah.
Setter.
Yeah. I also waited years, but I eventually got around to finishing them. So
I told myself I was gonna do it.
Those movies are good.
yeah, the movies are good.
Yeah, Prisoner of
that's the-
Azkaban is great.
That's the best one,
Yeah,
in my
it's like-
opinion. That's my favorite one.
I think
Of
that's my
course,
favorite one, too.
Alfonso Cuarón.
But Half Blood Prince is great.
I don't know
really
why I
like that
breathed
one.
into the mic there.
Yeah, I thought you were.
He's like, no.
It's so.
I don't know. I can't. I don't.
Remember, or you don't like it?
I like Order of the Phoenix.
I like Order of the Phoenix.
No, but that's the one.
No,
with
I think it's
Sirius Black.
downhill from there for me.
Goblet of Fire, I've kind of come around on.
Wait, which is the one where
Because-
Sirius Black dies?
Because he yells, "Did you put your name in the goblet?" You know about
No.
that, right?
No.
Oh, there's like it's like a meme that because in the movie he's like, "Harry, did you put your name in the goblet?"
Oh, yeah.
But in the book it's like he's. I broke it. I broke it with my voice. I guess those panels do work. They do collect the sound, huh?
Yeah.
One of our
This
panels
is why
fell.
we need you to subscribe to our channel so that we can buy panels.
Yeah.
So we can buy tape that stays.
We
up
have
for
the panels. The panels work.
We should have just no sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because now we have to explain the whole thing to the listeners. Anyways, long story short, like in the book, it says he says calmly or something to that effect, and in the movie, he's
He
like
just
yells
yells
at
it.
him and grabs him by the collar.
Mm.
So,
Hogwarts Legacy, check it out.
I want to play it for sure.
okay, yeah. I don't think it's gonna be good on next gen. So, if they delayed it, it was either to drive sales for. I'm sorry, for last gen. I apologize.
Okay, that makes.
It's not gonna be good
Oh.
on last gen because if they delayed it, it's probably gonna suck on the last gen. It's not gonna be able to handle
Mm.
all the cool
Yeah.
graphics or whatever video games do
Crap, now I kind of want to play.
All the flying.
nowadays. So I think it's a legit next gen game, and I can't imagine in June or July when it runs on Nintendo Switch what that's gonna look
I
like.
just want to play the game and throw socks at whatever Dobby's creature. What is race? What is he? I don't know what
He's a-
species. Whatever he is. I
he's
just
a-
want to throw where they are, and I just want to throw socks at them so I can liberate them all.
What is he?
I don't know. He looks like an elf.
He is an elf. That's
He's
what
an
it
elf.
is.
There you go. I just want to throw socks at these people to liberate them.
He's not a goblin, right?
No, he's an elf. He's definitely an elf. It's like a special kind of elf, but
Like Harriet Tubman.
the PlayStation VR 2 came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Are you gonna get that with your PS5, Link?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you're not into VR?
No.
Honestly, I tried the VR on the PlayStation. My friend had it.
Yeah?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was kind of fun. I don't know if I'd pay for it, but
It comes with Horizon Call of the Mountain.
is that like a Harrison Ford movie?
Yes, and Gran Turismo 7 got updated to support the VR the day that it
How
was.
does that
Oh.
work?
It has a VR mode,
Mm.
so
I can
Sony,
just drive a car.
yeah, doubling down on VR. I'm guessing you drive like this with the controllers, like putting your hands up in the air, and
Sounds exhausting.
It's like I'm playing Mario Kart
Yeah.
on the Wii.
that's right, which we all knew was the best way to play it.
Of course.
with the little wheel.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. VR becoming more mainstream. You said you liked VR. Link, are you interested at all in
Nah,
VR?
I get dizzy.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think it's a good gimmick. I don't know how much I'm willing to invest in it. It can be very
I
expensive.
think it all depends on the game too, because the games I played in VR are scary games,
Yeah.
and your boy ain't about that life.
Yeah, not about,
Scary games.
being frightened
Yeah,
for recreational purposes.
exactly.
Okay, that's fair.
I already get frightened too much in life.
All right. At the end of this month, well, actually, when this came out, it already came out. Actually, it came out the day that we're recording this, but Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Actually, that was the game that we watched Mario
That we
Max
took over the stream for.
Yeah, we took over the stream.
Yeah, check it out. Check out Mario Max 2X's.
So if you like Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, we got the streamer for you. Neither, I'm guessing neither of you guys played this game on the Wii, right?
I think I've played a Kirby
Nope, I've
game
never
aside
played a
from
Kirby
Smash.
game in my life.
Neither of you have ever played a Kirby game.
Oh, I played one for the Game Boy a long time ago, but
You don't remember which one?
it was black and white.
Like Kirby's Dreamland?
I don't know.
Probably.
Maybe.
That's like the classic.
Okay.
Okay, so this game is re-released. It's a new Kirby game. There was a new Kirby game just recently, so it's interesting that there are so many new Kirby games. But
I gotta check that out. I gotta check out the Kirby game because I believe the last one, not the one that just came out recently, the deluxe.
Forgotten
But there's one where you
something.
eat a
or
car
other.
and you become a car, and I
Yes.
thought, man, that's quite adorable.
Yeah, me and your niece.
That's what sold me.
have been playing it together, and it's very fun. It's very good.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's here. We have it. You can borrow it or play with us. So any other news in February in the headlines? Let's pretty much cover
Nope.
mostly gaming, some sports, movies and TVs. Not a lot of movies, right?
No.
I mean,
Did
Cocaine
watch
Bear.
anything this month?
Cocaine
we
Bear.
watched
Cocaine
something
Bear
aside-
literally just came out, but none of us have seen it,
Aside
right?
from like what, Ant-Man?
And that's right, which we
I think it's just
dedicated-
catching up on Oscar stuff.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. What did you see? Any Oscar stuff?
I saw Triangle Sadness.
Hey, you
Okay.
mentioned that.
Still haven't seen
You mentioned that in the monthly.
I
Yeah.
saw
You mentioned
the last monthly.
In January?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to watch it on the monthly in January. You were like, I still have to watch it.
I don't
Yeah.
think I saw.
I don't think you had seen it already.
You said you saw. Or maybe you told me.
He said
outside in
I
person.
was supposed to watch it, and you didn't watch it.
Or maybe you did it before that.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned it.
Time travel. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows what
Maybe
happened.
it was that episode.
But yeah, Triangle Sadness, Tar,
On Peacock,
on Peacock,
in case you want to watch Tar.
Peacock.
and what else was it?
I watched All Quiet on the Western Front in Netflix.
I need to watch that actually.
It was excellent.
I think that's the last one I need to watch.
I was trying to think of, me and my wife were trying to think of how we could show it in school.
You can't,
I
can
guess
you?
I think we got to get like
It's long, right?
a written consent, because it is very long, but it's also extremely violent. But I think it is a super important film.
Interesting.
At first I was like, why are they remaking All Quiet on the Western Front? And then I did a little bit of research, and it's based on a German novel. So now a
Ooh.
German studio
Guten Tag.
is finally making the movie, because the classic is actually a Hollywood production.
Mm.
So this is actually more back to the roots
Mm.
of the original book, and I applaud them. They did an amazing job. So
Is this like a Nazi movie?
no,
Or
it's
World
about
War
World
II?
War One.
World War
It's
One.
World War
World
One.
War One. Okay.
So it's a lot of like trench warfare, sarin gas, trench foot. Like it's all that hardcore stuff. Have you ever seen that documentary, They Shall Not Grow Old? Is that it? They Will Not, or They Shall? They shall not grow old.
Mm.
It's like
Oh wow.
the narrative version of that,
Okay.
and it's pretty hardcore.
Dang. Will DeSantis let you watch that?
It's a toss up.
Mm.
I'm not
You
sure
can't
what
tell.
he'll decide this week, but
Okay.
But as for right now, I think it still qualifies.
I started watching Severance.
Oh yeah, isn't that
That
show good?
first episode where they're talking, like they're having like the dinner but with no dinner,
Yeah.
and they make that joke about why would they call it World War One and World War Two, and he's like, well, during the Great War they didn't know there was gonna be a World War Two.
Yeah.
I know, that show's funny.
All right, a little something new we want to do today and from now on, hopefully,
Yeah.
we're gonna take a look at some history. Okay, so we like to laugh, we like to love, and we like to learn. So here,
And give legal advice.
What?
what, you don't like to laugh, love, and learn?
No, I just saw one of the things in history.
Okay,
Threw me
so
off.
okay, you wanna? Is it down the list or?
It's like third one.
Okay, all right. So we'll wait till we get there. All right.
We're going through this whole thing.
No, we're gonna go through them quickly. This is just some. Maybe we can skip some if you want, but basically, we're gonna go through a timeline of events. It's the February monthly, February 2023, and we're gonna look back at history and see some of the stuff that occurred in the month of February. Not this month, like we just covered in today's headlines, but in Februaries of the past. So,
Ooh.
sticking with our time travel theme that I thought was limited to an episode, but apparently is our theme for this year. All right. 1959, the day the music died. That's
You know, I haven't listened to music since 1959. Like, I have nowhere to find it.
Talk about Buddy
Like,
Holly.
where is
and
it?
all them.
yeah, Buddy Holly.
Where'd it go?
Crash?
The big,
Who killed him? Who
Bopper.
killed music?
Who else is in it?
Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and Richie Valens. La
Richie
Bamba?
Valens.
Yeah. So they died in a plane crash, and that is the inspiration for the song American Pie, which is in no way related to the film series of the same name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen an American Pie movie, actually.
Really?
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Okay. So, anyways, the day this song,
No, you watched the first one for sure. I know because I've seen you guys watch the
Who,
first
me?
one. Yeah.
there's that like very famous scene towards the end that I know I've never seen, so I can't say I've seen the movie. in its
I mean, I
entirety.
know you guys watched it.
Okay, sure, it's fair.
I've seen you guys watch it. Maybe not the whole thing, but
Yeah,
Did
maybe
you have it
not
on
the whole
DVD?
thing. I think Link's dad had it on DVD.
And it just happened to be in your
oh
collection.
yeah.
I don't think I have that in my collection. Okay, you're nodding yes.
I've seen I've extensively looked at the collection.
Is somebody slipping in copies of American Pie into my film collection?
know.
I've never seen those movies. Only Bandcamp. Anyways, the day the music died, this song, it really it defined a lot of my music taste, that narrative. So
How'd you feel when that day, George?
I cried. Yeah, I was not born in 1959, just in case. But one thing that I do find interesting is I grew up watching that movie La Bamba.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Richie Valens was one of my first Hispanic heroes, which he's played by Lou Diamond Phillips, which I'm pretty sure is Native American, right?
Mm.
Okay.
Love Hollywood.
Yeah, but it was, and Buddy Holly. I loved Buddy Holly growing up. So when I heard about American Pie, what the song was really about, and the event that it references, it kind of tied in that my love of like music and history and kind of.
Wait, you're still listening to music?
No, not since.
How are you listening to it?
1959. Yeah, don't tell Link about.
Luke Diamond Phillips is Filipino,
Oh,
but
Oh.
his father's of Cherokee descent.
Oh, okay, there you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Okay, cool, but not Mexican.
No.
Okay.
oh, I thought he was one of us.
Are you Mexican?
Hispanic.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Also, quick thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to forms and you have to check out race,
What
you
do we put?
You put white
Yeah, you have to put white and then you have to put Hispanic. Yeah, because it's just white or black.
for ethnicity. You put Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
But I don't put white.
But
I put
on-
black.
On
And because I feel like I'm not, pale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tanned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm closer to black than I am to.
Mm-hmm.
So I put black
Mm-hmm.
and then Hispanic.
Mm-hmm. In 1986, The Legend of Zelda
I was in the first
came
grade.
out. Oh, you were in the first grade?
in '86.
What? I was two. What are you talking
I
about?
wasn't born.
1980.
I
You
was-
thought I said 96, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1986, The Legend of
I wasn't
Zelda
even-
came out. I was like, how are you in the first grade?
And you not know one of your favorite games?
This is
Is that one of your
a.
favorite games?
Yeah,
I mean, not this one, but yeah.
probably a different Legend of Zelda
Oh,
came out
yeah.
in 1996.
I don't know.
In 86, The Legend of Zelda, the first one that launched the franchise that I think we know and love, or at least 2 out of 3 of us, right?
I love it.
I love it.
Oh, that's right. It was your icon for the longest time. And
Yeah, my mom
on the
named me
Switch.
after.
what was the last Zelda game you played? Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
You did play Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, remember when you got the
When I
Switch?
got my Switch.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that was a blind spot for me.
You bought it, right?
Yeah.
No,
it's
or
yours.
it's yours.
Oh,
You
okay.
gave it to me.
Because I
Oh,
couldn't lend
still have
you.
it?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
couldn't
okay. So
lend
I don't
you
have Breath of the
mine
Wild.
because someone stole mine and then sold it.
Oh,
I
so-
didn't steal it. I lent it
Didn't
to
you
someone.
give it to them?
I lent it to them and then they sold it.
Yeah, does that count as stealing?
I feel like
I feel like it is. You feel
Yeah.
robbed.
I feel robbed.
Clearly,
You know,
yeah.
Joy.
Well, I advise you not to lend it to them, by the way.
I know, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to be a nice person.
Yeah, look at that.
I regretted that. I'm never lending video games ever again.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Don't do that.
Except for me.
and Mario Odyssey as well, which I loved.
Yeah, those are like the 2 best
Best games, yeah.
on the Switch.
They sold it twice? They sold 2 different games?
No, he like gave it to him at the same time, which
Yeah,
is
I mean-
another borrowing mistake. Like you never lend someone 2
games, yeah.
things.
But
Yeah.
that was just so naive.
It's like here's a book. I'll give you another one when you return the
That's
first
so
book.
naive, man.
Yeah.
All right, you live and you learn.
That-
This is the next one is what I'm like.
Okay, fast forward 10 years later, 1996. What grade were you in, Link?
I was in no grade.
You're
okay.
in K4?
I wasn't.
Wait, so it wasn't even true about 96 either?
No.
Oh. 96 Dragon Ball GT came out. Why did this like
I thought GT came out in the 2000s.
I thought GT came out later.
nah man, GT is
Maybe it came out
super
later
old.
in the States.
Yeah, I think that's when we got it here in the States cuz it was just a myth growing up for me. It was just art that you downloaded for 10.
It should have stayed a myth.
Yeah, it was a picture that took 10 minutes to download on my AOL.
Mm.
And it was like, oh man, Super Saiyan 4. I
mean,
can't.
That's true.
I can't wait till I find out how this works.
That's how I thought of it. Because when I saw Goku like that, I'm like, bro. Because you know how Goku is now with Super, how he's like Ultra Instinct, or he looks different, or
Yeah.
even was it the Rose one?
Yeah, Rose, Goku Black Rose.
Like that was like Goku's ultimate form.
Yeah,
And then I watched the show and I'm like, that kind of sucks.
Do
yeah.
you think that in his ultimate forms, when he's doing a form, he marks black or does he mark white?
Oh, well, he marks Black because he's Goku Black, right? Dragon Ball
He has
Super.
to, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he's white.
And he marks Rose for ethnicity.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I played the video game for this.
Oh yeah.
On the SP.
Oh, that game was hard.
The game was hard,
I didn't get it.
and that was probably the best part of GT that I can think of.
The game that I played was Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, and it was a fighting game. Man, I don't remember what system. I want to say Dreamcast,
Mm.
but
What?
yeah, I don't remember what game it was.
Was that old?
Yes, yeah, it was like we got the game before we got any Dragon Ball GT. We had there was no reference point for it, so it was just a bunch of characters we didn't know, and it was amazing.
Dude, that's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. So Final Bout, I loved that game. It was like a 3D fighter, and it was like I think the first 3D Dragon Ball game we got. So 2004 Facebook launches.
Thanks.
I did fact check that. That's true. In case that's where you're pulling up your phone.
No.
All right.
All right. We got that cool movie based on Facebook. Facebook is the original. It was adapted into a film called The Social Network later.
Technically, it's wrong. It's not correct
Why?
because in 2004, the Facebook launched.
I'm not sure which one, to be honest with you. I did fact check that Facebook launched in 2004, but I'm not sure if it was Facebook or the Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's when it left the colleges and became Facebook.
Justin Timberlake, you're wrong.
Yeah. No, I think it is cleaner. Just Facebook. So this is the book, and then they made the movie.
Oh, okay.
So this is the book that the movie was based on.
Okay.
2008 Iron Man Super Bowl trailer, the real beginning of the MCU.
Oh, that's newsworthy.
Yeah, because that's the first time you ever saw anything MCU.
I don't remember this.
I think I do remember that actually.
Yeah. And that's when, go ahead. That's when hope was there that something good was coming.
Yeah, but I think it wasn't until like we were in theaters and watched that movie that it's like, wow.
I went opening night. I don't know about you guys.
I was with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a school night. My dad wasn't gonna let me go. I'm like, stop doing this.
Yeah.
You guys didn't invite me.
Oh, you were too young.
You were too young.
I was 6.
You were in the second grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't want to, but I think you convinced him because you're like, Tom Cruise is in it, right?
It's okay because you ended up watching.
You just got it.
You watched Avengers and ruined it for me.
There you go.
I don't know why this came up on the top news for February in 2010. Shutter Island premiered.
Okay.
Martin Scorsese did a horror
slow
movie.
month.
Link's a big fan. 2011, The King's Speech won Best Picture. We're in Oscar season now. This was significant for me because King's Speech was the first time I heard idiots complain about the Best Picture movie being boring. I'm not saying this is the first time they did, but I was old enough or like in tune enough with the conversation that they were like, no one's ever seen The King's Speech. Why would it win Best Picture? Why wasn't it insert random blockbuster movie that came out?
Inception?
2011?
Oh, that was 10.
No. This was 2011.
What came out? Oh, yeah, because 2011, that's all that was coming out.
It was Leo.
Yeah.
2011 was all, like blockbusters.
Yeah.
I remember that's when I was like downloading movies.
And slowly thereafter, they started incorporating blockbusters into the categories.
Yeah, MCU stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. That same year, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 released.
Wow. We got 2 things.
Yeah.
That same month, you mean?
Yeah, that's right. That same month, weeks later.
Dang.
Days apart.
Dang.
That's crazy, right?
What a great year. 2011.
King's Speech 1 and Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was kind of a disappointment, I think.
And that was newsworthy?
Yeah, because it was, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was known as one of the greatest games of all time. And it was not able to be re-released or get a sequel for years and years and years on end. And we thought it, because Capcom didn't have the Marvel licenses. And then this was kind of like the fruition of like, finally.
You know why, right? It's
Why?
because in 2008, the Iron Man trailers premiered in the Super Bowl. And that's why we got Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in February. So you see, it all happened in February.
Prophetic.
Yeah. 2015, Better Call Saul premiered.
Haven't even seen it yet, but I heard it's great.
I did hear that show's great.
I saw season 1.
Mario Max, 2X's told me it is great.
Oh, did he?
What? He saw Better Call Saul?
Yeah, he actually, no, what he did was before he
watched Breaking Bad? Don't say that.
Before the series ended,
Okay.
he finished all of Breaking Bad, and then he finished all of...
He watched Breaking Bad?
Yeah, all of it, and then he did Better Call Saul.
I don't even know this
Right
person.
before the last episodes, just so that he can
I
say
don't even know he watched TV.
He heard that they were coming to Fortnite. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesse and Walter White.
Eyes have been opened.
Have you seen El Camino?
I have.
I don't know.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you have?
I have.
Not Link, right?
No, because I haven't finished Breaking Bad.
What? I'm sure we've had this conversation already, but I'm flabbergasted every time.
Yeah, I know. I got to finish it.
You really do.
Got to rewatch it, though.
That's never going to happen. 2016, Deadpool debuted.
Yes.
We're going to get a Deadpool 3 eventually, huh?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
in February.
Oh, maybe in February. We don't have a date, right?
We don't.
This one was the one that was marketed like on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Oh, so romantic.
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, it was a love story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
There was a lot of love in it.
With Inara.
Yep. Rest in peace, Inara. and then return in peace.
Wow.
Yeah, she was killed and then brought back to life.
Her name Marina.
Marina Barcelona.
Marina
Baccarin?
Shafir. Oh, Morena Baccarin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant that her character in the Deadpool movie.
Oh, okay.
Because she's like a superhero / villain.
Really?
Yeah. She gets
Ah.
powers and stuff.
Curious.
Oh.
2018, Black Panther releases.
Beautiful.
I feel like that's the only one I actually remember.
Also nominated for Best Picture.
Beautiful.
Yes. Great. Chadwick, we love you.
You don't remember in 1959 the day the music died?
I haven't. It's so hard because I haven't listened to music in
Yeah,
a
you
while.
haven't heard a
so
song since then.
Forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Black Panther, great movie.
2019, Lego Movie, the second part.
Not as good as the first one.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. No, I
What
have.
happens in no, I didn't see the second.
Remember the second one has the only good thing about the second
He says remember after I say I haven't seen it.
one is
He's trying to think. The only good thing is
Do I remember?
Wait.
that one part where
they introduced.
the way he stops himself.
Oh,
every
now I'm
time.
trying to think.
The Lego Batman movie.
Yeah, the
though.
Lego Batman movie.
Yeah, Lego Batman was
was
awesome.
awesome. Yeah. That.
The love story between Joker and Batman.
Wait a minute. Lego
should've
Batman
debuted
is
it for-
introduced in the first
In the first movie, yeah.
movie. Okay, then never mind.
Have you not seen Lego Batman 2?
Lego.
I mean, Lego.
Link hasn't
I-
seen the
the
Lego
Lego
movie
movie
part
too.
2.
I've seen Lego. I have.
You have.
It's just-
I heard Batman has a bigger part.
he does have a bigger part, but I don't remember it.
Okay. That's the there's a trend here. Marvel's Capcom 3, Lego Movie, the second part, like just sequels, Dragon Ball GT,
Mm,
sequels to things that don't live up to the hype. Not Better Call Saul, because
it's a prequel.
it is a prequel and it's really good. But so February's kind of a disappointing sequel month.
Yeah.
And then in 2019, Spike Lee wins Best Adapted Screenplay for Black Klansman.
I really enjoyed that movie.
That was his first one?
Yeah, he'd been trying to win an Oscar
He'd
for
been
years.
snubbed?
And years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed
I
that
mean,
movie.
people say snubbed, but competition is really hot. Like 9 times out of 10 when they say snubbed, the person or film who wins is like just as good.
Mm.
Like there's a lot of good stuff there. All right, so we're going to finish with a little experiment. And this is going to be our February Debattle. We'll probably workshop this. We'll add some rule sets. We'll
February what?
Debattle. It's a debate battle,
Oh, okay.
right? So we're going to come up with a controversial, quote unquote, not too fiery, but and an issue with two sides, and we're gonna get our host to debate them. We'll rotate who does what topics or whatever. Today we don't have Dan with us for technical reasons, so typically I would have put him to judge, but I guess I'll host and judge. And we'll put Link and Gabe at odds with each other.
I don't like this already. I don't like being at odds with Gabe.
Well, it's just a thought experiment. It's not. So I'm gonna give you a topic, and you're gonna decide whether you're for or against it. First and foremost. So what side do you want to go for or against?
I think Gabe should pick. 'Cause I kind of saw the topic.
Oh, okay.
There's only one?
There's a practice one, and then there's another one.
All right, I'll go 4.
You'll go for. Okay, so you are for, and
now
then you
go
are
against.
against. Okay, which I think puts Link on uncharted territory. I think you like to be the pro guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like being the prostitute.
That's not what that means.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The statement that you're gonna argue. Okay, and then I'll decide who has the best argument. Oh, we didn't pick a format. Like, what should we do? A minute, 30? We'll eyeball it.
Mm.
Okay. So Gabe will go. You're pro, right? So
Mhm.
Gabe will
for.
defend the statement. Then Link will rebut the statement, and then you can respond once each after that. So
Reboot.
the statement, our practice statement, this is the first time us trying it, right? So something simple. It's a softball. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is fine.
I'm supposed to defend that?
Yeah, you're supposed to defend it.
That statement.
Yep. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is fine.
It is fine.
Yeah. We're not in trouble. There's no danger. It's good chugging along.
Oh, okay.
Just great.
Yeah, I think we were in a uncertain period, with management pushing out a bunch of not unnecessary stuff, but just pushing out a lot of content, and kind of getting in our faces with that stuff. But I think the combination of, Bobby I coming back, and just the slate of stuff that we have going on. You know, with the recent Ant-Man movie,
Mm-hmm.
it's had a kind of feels like we're going in a certain direction, and I think that could be a good thing, especially with the titles coming out. And maybe who knows? I mean, we got a good Ant-Man movie. I enjoyed it. Now we get a final Guardians movie. So yeah, I would say it's fine. I'm not saying it's like wow, this is head turning stuff. It's amazing, but I don't think it's poor. And I think on this slate, I think we're looking on the upside.
Okay, that was about 1:15. Link, your response.
I'm supposed to say it's not fine.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Well, it was so bad that they needed Bob Iger back, right? Disney was hemorrhaging money, so like, let's get this guy back. That's how bad it was. Also, only 2 good movies that have been, out. Spider-Man and Shang-Chi. Every movie has been lackluster. A lot of Rotten Tomatoes bad scores. Look at Ant-Man and the Wasp and Quantumanium.
Okay, we're looking.
Okay.
Yeah, just look at it mentally. All right.
Quantumanium?
Manium, whatever a movie's called. Can't even remember the name of the movie.
parody.
Right? They ruined Thor. Taika finally made a bad movie. Thanks, Marvel. You ruined Taika for me.
What about
You only
This
gave me
flag
Spider-Man. You only
means-
gave me Spider-Man. That's it. And the shows, they're all garbage.
is this genuinely your perspective or?
Oh no, not at all.
Oh.
He hasn't seen half of them.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's an argument.
I've seen all the shows.
No, you haven't.
Which ones haven't I seen?
She-Hulk.
That's one.
Miss Marvel.
I finished.
You didn't finish.
Exactly. These shows are so bad. I'm not even finishing them.
Okay then.
I can't even finish Miss Marvel. I can't finish. What is it? She-Hulk, and that has Daredevil.
The two. There's a trend here.
Yeah.
No, because I
There's a-
finished.
there's a trend here.
I finished Scarlet Witch.
What?
Whose co-lead was
A guy.
a robot?
I watched a robot. Not even.
You mean WandaVision?
WandaVision.
Yeah.
I watched Black Widow. I watched Eternals.
That's not a show. That's not a show either.
So yeah, man. I don't know. I don't think it's going fine.
I don't think you think that.
Okay, Gabe.
Oh, but that's hard to. You
I'm
tell
supposed
me.
to rebut that.
Yeah, you can respond.
The term is fine. I think we're talking the
Yeah,
present.
it's fine as easy.
Plus, we just got to the point.
It's fine as easy. You're literally saying, "Oh, what we've released so
He's
far is
taking up my
6 out of
time,
10."
Proctor.
Yeah,
taking
I'm
up
sorry.
my
I'm
time.
sorry. Can you please hold your comments for
Nah.
your
Nope,
response?
it
to Gabe?
worked for Trump. It's gonna work for me.
I knew that's what he was gonna say. I knew that's what he was gonna say. Listen, I don't think Link should be answering this topic because he hasn't seen half of the content, so he doesn't know what's going on.
2 shows.
You don't know anything.
2 shows.
2 shows.
That's it.
I've seen everything. What you can't compare. You don't have the full picture.
Yeah, because it's that bad.
To you, but you don't even finish it. You don't even finish it because they're bad. You finish it because you're lazy and you don't like to watch them.
Yeah, exactly. They're not even trying
You're not even trying.
because they're not trying. I'm the consumer. They have to try, not me.
You don't try for half of the things that you try to consume, Link.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You just watch the same things over and over again.
No, that's true. But when I do watch something,
No,
I
that's
watch
true.
it. That's true. But stuff I like, I keep up
I
with.
rest my case.
It's also really hard to defend this because it's fine. Like, yeah, had you said great, I would have said, oh no, they're not great. But fine is like average.
I would have trashed it.
Yeah, no, because all right, I'm gonna give that round to Gabe just because the end of Link's argument was no, that's true. But no, I think there's an argument to be made that it's not fine. That like this level of inconsistency is not okay. That when we're willing to settle for an average film, that's a high point of the last year. I think it's time to seriously reconsider.
Question: what movies came out in Phase 2?
2?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go all the way back to the episode on
Avengers?
Phase 2.
Yeah, go back in time.
So everything after Avengers, right?
Because not everything has because I was thinking about this too. Right? People are saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's not going the right way. Things aren't going well. We're used to the standards, right?" But personally believe, with the exception of a few solo movies, right? The standard has always been the big ensemble movies, right? And we're not getting those ensemble movies. We're getting more individual movies, and it's when they have those big moments as a group. That's when it's great. That's when it's fantastic.
Some might argue it's a problem that we're not getting those big ensemble movies.
Yeah, because they're setting up for it.
Because, for example, I'll give you this example. Last episode in the Quantumania, we weren't sure if we had just finished Phase 4 or we're starting Phase 5. The correct answer is we're starting Phase 5.
Okay.
Ant-Man and
we should have gotten something.
Right. How can I tell the difference between, what was the last movie?
Yeah,
Wakanda Forever? Was it what? Nothing. There was no chapter stop.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand? I think, and then the other face that Gabe was putting, I assume, is because we are getting a lot of crossover. There's a lot of big team ups. Is that what that face was about? Not getting those giant like crossovers? What was this?
Oh, that those are the things that, I mean, I guess in the popular sense of like the singular movies, like not necessarily being as good as the big ensemble ones, because it's like my favorite movie is Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
like
Winter Soldier, Guardians 1.
Like I don't
Iron Man 1.
What about Iron Man 2 and 3?
I personally like 3. I think 2 was.
You can say that they're not as good as the first one. Oh,
I mean, sure, as the first.
You can
one.
say after Phase 1. After Phase 1, you could say like, oh man, Marvel's going down with Iron Man. Marvel's going down with.
I think there was a point though where they were saying that around the Iron Man 2. Well, no, that's still Phase 1.
Maybe. Everyone shut up when Avengers came out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And that's what we got.
But then maybe around the Age of Ultron time.
That's what I think. I think once we get that big ensemble movie, everybody's gonna shut up and be like, oh, okay, they were planning something.
It's gonna be like 2 years, no?
But I feel like you've been doing this for more than 10 years. Like, you shouldn't have to. Like, you should know what works and what doesn't, I guess.
I also kind of feel like they.
From that.
Yeah, I feel like they cracked the formula, and then have deviated from that formula.
Yeah.
Maybe you could say it would get stale if you go back to that well again, but I think what they're doing many times is not working. I don't know. There's just a lack of cohesion. So I think both arguments it's fine. And I think we can bounce back. Yeah. Maybe you even think we've been here before, but maybe it's not. And we have to seriously reconsider what the next couple of years are, because I'm getting nonstop complaints from people of all walks of life.
Why are they complaining to you?
Because
you're not Disney's complaint.
I know, but like,
you're not customer support.
Like many of our listeners and viewers know that sometimes, as the resident geek or whatever, like, you're the go-to person for like
title.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. Yeah. Okay, so I have another one. You want to invert it? You want to go pro and you want to go con?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So here's another one. Soccer is a sport.
You set me up on that one.
So, Link, you have to argue, and Gabe, you have to argue against it. Soccer is not a sport. It's not a legitimate sport.
I don't know who's gonna go first.
No, the pro goes first.
Okay, so the prostitute's gonna go first.
That's not what that means.
It's a legitimate sport. It's the biggest sport in the world. Look at the World Cup viewership. Got higher Nielsen ratings tell us that it got higher views than any sport in the world. With Super Bowl, basketball, baseball, cricket, paddleball, pickleball. What is it called? Pickleball?
Yeah, pickleball.
Spike ball, right?
Not for long, though.
Not for long, of course. The fastest growing sport in America.
Oh, I thought they weren't going to call it pickleball for long.
Right? So, there's a lot of running. There's a lot of cardio, good exercise, right? You got to use, with the exception of your hands, it's hard because you got to use your whole body to score. So, a lot of communication, a lot of cohesiveness with the team. Oh, but yeah, it's an exercise, man. Your heart rate goes. If you put on a Fitbit or Apple Watch, your heart rate goes up.
Okay.
And it improves your cardiovascular, making you fitter, making you stronger, and therefore it's an exercise.
I will remind Link that his argument is that it is a sport.
A sport? I said
All right, so I'm just gonna use my opponent's words against him. Soccer's an exercise. It's people running back and forth, kicking a ball, which you can do with a coconut. You can do with a piece of trash. That's not a sport, okay? there's no real. It doesn't take talent to kick a ball around. You know what takes talent? Throwing a tiny little ball 90 miles an hour into a specific zone. You know what takes more talent? Hitting said ball at 90 miles an hour into the stands. You know what takes talent? Using your arms and shooting from 20 feet plus into a small bucket. That takes talent.
Yeah.
Kicking a ball into a giant net? Come on. Is this a joke? Are you serious right now? Oh, World Cup, big whoop. People are just lazy. They like people kicking other things around. Watching people kick things around. You really gonna tell, bro? The guy's 5'6". You're gonna tell me he's the best athlete in the world? Get out of here.
All right.
I would say that baseball athletes are a lot out of shape compared to soccer athletes, but that's exercise, not sport wise.
You're saying baseball's not a sport? I'm sorry, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying baseball's a sport and soccer's an exercise. That's what he's saying.
No. Baseball's a dying sport. All right, you can't compare it to the soccer. No one watches baseball. When's the last time you watched a baseball game? When was the last time you went to a baseball game? Right? What team does Miami have?
I think I went to a baseball game.
George, when was the last time
a soccer game?
George, when was the last time you went to a baseball game?
The last time I got free tickets.
There you go. Right? Why are they giving away free tickets?
Because Miami sucks.
Exactly.
Because they built a stadium that they couldn't support.
Right? But you know what they're building here in Miami? Because there's a desire, a soccer stadium. Right? And we got David Beckham. Who do the Marlins have? I have no idea.
Jeff Conine?
Derek Jeter. No, he's not long. He left us because he realized that baseball is a dying sport in Miami and in the world.
So your argument's against Miami sucking.
No, I said in the world.
That's crazy.
All right. You have one final rebuttal?
I'm hungry.
Gabe?
That's all.
Link is just going by what the popular decree is. He has no basis in his own beliefs. He can't come to think of soccer as an actual sport. So I think that's pretty much it. There's nothing much else to say. I mean, Link doesn't even believe.
But
his
you
own
don't even
argument.
believe. You don't even believe that soccer is not the greatest.
Soccer is an exercise. People just run around. I like exercise.
Yeah, but you don't even believe that either.
Doesn't matter. I've made better points than you.
Yeah, but the point you're making is you also
You're
don't
lost.
believe it.
You lost the argument.
Gentlemen.
It's okay.
That point makes no sense because you also don't believe that.
But you
I presented my information in a way that makes it sound like I do.
But I know that you don't.
I gave you. Okay, so what do you? I don't care what you think.
All right. Again, I'm gonna give that one to Gabe just because Link started his argument with the opposite of what is
See, that's how much of I don't think this thing is a sport. I forgot the question. I thought this thing's not a sport. This is an exercise.
So you both argued against
Exactly.
All right. So
I don't care. There's footage of Link saying the great things about soccer.
Yeah.
I mean, there are great things. Not my thing for me. It's not for me.
Okay.
And I try to watch it. You get me? I watch the World Cup. I try to do it because I love Gabriel and I want to communicate with Gabriel during the special months, during this period.
I'm gonna be quite honest. I've never understood these arguments about what is or isn't a sport. Like, it's all sport, man. Chess is sport. Esports is sports. Competition is competition. I understand that some things have a higher degree of athletic demand on them. It's like you said, you don't have to be in terribly great shape to be a decent baseball player, but they do ballroom dancing and ice skating, performance sports in the Olympics. I mean, sport is sport, man. If you're in competition, you're an athlete. There's different degrees of athletes, but I welcome it because sports is entertainment.
I wouldn't necessarily don't have to be in good shape for baseball. You do have to be in shape.
Yeah.
And your coordination and your timing.
I think nowadays in the modern game, yeah.
It's really freaking hard.
It is. Too bad no one's watching them.
It's true.
I mean, somebody's watching them. Not to the level.
Not one
Although
in this room.
Honestly, going to baseball games is fun though.
Hey, it is true. I've had fun in baseball
I've never paid
games.
attention to a baseball game.
Okay, maybe not the Marlins, but
No, I've only been to Marlins games and I've
been to
fun.
Braves games. I've been to Mets games, Yankees games. Those games are fun.
You've been to the downtown stadium, the Marlins?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it like
It's
Nice.
way
it's just-
smaller than you would expect it to be?
It's nice.
It is nice. It's super nice, but
Yeah.
it like feels small. I mean, I'm just so
It's
used
just
to
empty.
I mean, I was used to going to the formerly known Joe Robbie Stadium, for years and years.
Mhm.
And it's just that enclosed space seems, and it's empty, like you said. It's empty. So it just feels like almost nothing happening sometimes. Yeah.
Mm.
That's a shame. Taxpayer money at its finest. All right, cool. So hopefully we can workshop that. We can tie in. That was a lot of fun for me. I don't know about you guys.
It is fun.
I'm not good at debating.
Guys, March is gonna be so
Oh,
great.
yes. There's going to be so much debates in March.
That's what you have to look forward to?
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. What are some things to look forward, and what are some recommendations? I didn't prepare for this. Go ahead.
Bro, Creed's coming out next week.
Yeah.
Or
Mm.
this week that this is dropping.
John Wick.
John Wick is coming out. The Mandalorian begins.
Attack on
Ted
Titan.
Lasso. Attack on Titan.
The final season, part 2.
Part
Part
that-
1. The final part season, part 1.
The final part season?
it
Yeah,
just
part 1. Yeah.
Last of Us finishes in March?
Last of Us finishes.
Okay.
Mm.
We didn't even talk about that. It continued strong as ever throughout February. Great series.
Um,
Bad Batch.
I'm halfway through it. It's decent. I'll finish it when it's done, I
Mm.
guess. No, I'll probably catch up this week, actually. I heard there was an
Sick.
important Emperor arc. Spoilers. So, good stuff. Good stuff.
We're excited.
Content.
We're excited.
Yeah. Okay, what's your recommendation? I'll start with mine because we were talked about it ad nauseum. Poker Face. Watch it.
I'm gonna say Shrinking
Ooh.
on Apple TV.
I heard about this
Very good.
from you moments before we hit record.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Jason Segel is a therapist who is trying to deal with the loss of his wife.
Yep.
And he's a father, and he hasn't been a very good father recently. And he also works with another lady and Harrison Ford, who are also psychologists.
Mm.
And he basically just takes an approach that a psychologist probably shouldn't. He just gets more involved. Basically, the premise is like the psychologists, like, they listen to people's problems and they know what they should do, but the people don't do them.
Mm.
Basically, the premise is that Jason Segel just pushes them to do it, like makes them do it, or does it with them.
Okay.
Does whatever they need to do with them.
Interesting. Do I need a shrink like that?
I would want one like that.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Excellent.
If I can get Jason Segel as my shrink, even better.
Harrison Ford would be interesting.
Oh, no,
Although
he's too grumpy.
I think Gabby. I think I'd
Oh,
be,
yes, I
I don't know
thought-
her the actress's name, but she's very
Miss
good.
Jessica Williams.
Hmm.
I would fall in love with her as my shrink.
What's your recommendation?
I really enjoyed that show. So that one, because I don't think I've watched anything.
What, shrinking also?
Yeah, Shrinking. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't think I've watched.
No
Okay, then
anime
Then
or
I'll
anything?
go back and say.
Then no, yeah. Okay, let me take it back then.
Dragon Ball
watching-
GT.
Yeah, there you go.
ChatGPT.
Did you know that it came out in 1996,
I
not the early 2000s?
We're here to teach. We're here to learn.
Yeah, but I really didn't. I really did enjoy Shrinking a lot, and then it reminded me of how much I really enjoy Jason Segel. Like I don't think I've seen something that Jason Segel's been in that I did not like.
We're gonna move on from that one.
Yeah.
Say Ted Lasso.
It reminds me of Ted Lasso.
No, I just said say Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Go watch Ted Lasso because the new season's gonna come out. So
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
watched
yeah.
Ted Lasso, you gotta watch
that
it.
probably is one of the best shows on
But
television.
you should watch John Wick 4 when it comes out.
At the same time.
Okay. Shrinking and Ted Lasso, both on Apple TV. Peacock has Poker Face, another one of the best shows on TV.
Mm.
And I think we all, including Link, especially Link, recommend The Last of Us on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, it's a great show. It's about being the last person in line to buy an Xbox, a Wii when it came out in November 2007.
An Xbox or a Wii when it
Yeah,
came out?
like they both came out at the same time, so it's being the
It
last
wasn't us,
person
though.
in line. It wasn't us because we
We got.
We're the
15 of
first
them.
person.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it inspired someone to write a book called The Last of.
No, right.
A video
book.
game,
No,
a
a
video
book
game.
that was based on
A video
Yeah,
game is
okay.
based on a show.
the game is about standing in line for a
Yeah,
console.
yeah.
How meta. All right. So, from all of us to The Last of Us, we hope you guys had a great February, and we'll see you again in March. Till next time.
This month kind of sucked. I mean, keep searching.